Imagine being 7 miles below the ocean surface, where the weight of the entire sea is trying to crush you like a soda can. It is pitch black, colder than a freezer, and you think you are alone, but you are not. The Mariana Trench isn't just a hole in the seafloor, it is a gateway to a world that shouldn't exist. At 36,000 feet down, the pressure is over 8 tons per square inch. That is like having an elephant stand on your thumb, but everywhere, all at once. Scientists tell us nothing large can survive down there, but they have only mapped 5% of the ocean. Think about that. We know more about the surface of Mars than we do about the bottom of our own planet. In the Hadal zone, the silence is heavy, but every now and then hydrophones pick up sounds that defy explanation. Not the mechanical hum of a ship or the song of a whale, but low rhythmic pulses that sound like breathing. Huge, slow breathing. Imagine looking out the thick reinforced acrylic window of a submersible and seeing a giant eye looking back at you, an eye the size of a dinner plate, reflecting your own fear. There are creatures down there that have never seen the sun, organisms that thrive on toxic chemicals from hydrothermal vents. They do not need light. They have senses we can't even comprehend. Have you heard of the bloop? It was a sound so loud it was picked up by sensors thousands of miles apart. It wasn't a bomb, it wasn't a volcano, it was biological. Something bigger than any blue whale is moving in the dark, and it is not just the size that is terrifying, it is the evolution. Deep-sea gigantism makes ordinary creatures turn into nightmares. Imagine a sea spider the size of a trash can lid, or a jellyfish with stinging tentacles 100 feet long, drifting like a ghost in the void. But the real horror is the marine snow. It sounds beautiful, but it is actually the decaying remains of dead fish and biological waste drifting down from the surface. It is the only food source for the monsters below. They are literally waiting for the world above to die so they can feed. There is a story of a research team that lowered a heavy-duty steel camera cage into the trench. When they pulled it back up, the thick steel bars were bent and bitten through. Whatever did that didn't just have teeth, it had a bite force that shouldn't be possible at those depths. We like to think we are the masters of this planet, but we are just guests on the surface. The deep ocean is the true kingdom. It is a place where time stands still and the laws of biology are rewritten in the dark. Every time we send a drone down, we see something new, something that looks like it crawled out of a cosmic horror novel. Translucent skin, jagged teeth, and glowing lures that lead you straight into a gullet. If you were to fall out of your ship and sink, you wouldn't drown first. The pressure would collapse your lungs instantly. But as you drifted down into the blackness, past the sunlight zone, past the midnight zone, and into the abyss, you would realize that the crushing weight is the least of your worries. Because in the Mariana Trench, something is always hungry, and it has been waiting millions of years for something new to fall into its lap. It is a world of eternal night where the shadows have teeth. Every flicker of bioluminescence isn't a beacon of hope, it is a predator's trap. The deeper you go, the less the rules of nature apply. Down there, the darkness is a physical presence, a heavy velvet that wraps around your mind until you start hearing things that aren't there. Or maybe they are. Maybe the hum in your ears isn't the machinery, but the collective vibration of millions of organisms that have never been named. We spend so much time looking at the stars, fearing what might come from above, but the real invaders are already here, lurking in the trenches, waiting for the lights to go out. Sleep well tonight knowing that miles beneath your feet, the abyss is staring back, and it is very, very hungry. If you love the thrill of the unknown and the terrors of the deep, make sure to like and follow for more. Comment the word abyss if you would ever dare to go down there.